Julian Sands, the British actor who starred in the likes of The Killing Fields, Leaving Las Vegas, 24 and Smallville, disappeared on Friday, in the Baldy Bowl area in the San Gabriel Mountains. Now, amid the anxious wait for news, details of his life and career are being revisited, and it has emerged that the Yorkshire-born thespian once admitted to never actually wanting to be a Hollywood star at all. Sands' desire to avoid the life of a Hollywood star nearly became a reality thanks to his first film being universally panned by critics. Sands starred in the 1993 mystery thriller and body horror Boxing Helena as Atlanta surgeon Nick Cavanaugh, whose growing obsession with a woman leads him to hold her captive in his home after she suffers a car accident and to amputate her limbs to keep her captive. The film's production was marred with controversy and saw Madonna and Kim Basinger both pulling out of the role of Helena, with the role eventually going to Sherilyn Fenn. The film was considered career suicide for its director, Jennifer Lynch, who didn't make another film for 15 years. Boxing Helena was so badly received that reviews aggregator Rotten Tomatoes only collected 17% positive feedback from critics and was dubbed grotesque by reviewers. Reflecting on his career choices around that period, Sands told The Guardian in 2018 that he didn't want to become a Hollywood actor. The now 65-year-old said he had been looking for something exotic after moving to Hollywood, and roles that took me out of myself, adding, "I think I found myself a little boring." Defending Boxing Helena, he said though it had received the worst reviews and was dismissed as kind of pornographic, it was actually, the poetic and political content is, I think, very enduring. Though it was a flop, he was asked 2 years later by the same publication about what his worst job ever was. He noted that being Father Christmas at a department store was probably his lowest, claiming the plaintive sadness of the children's unrealistic requests was almost unbearable. Another moment that put Sands off acting was when he was set to kiss A Room with a View co-star Helena Bonham Carter. The pair embrace in a poppy field, but Bonham Carter, who was 18 at the time, said in 2015 to Citron Collection, "You know, the kiss that ended up being, everyone loved. That was totally improvised, right at the last minute. They were desperately always trying to find cornflowers, but there were only things, we only had poppies. And then because of the sunset we'd been waiting for days, I think, if I remember, to try and get this kiss, it had to be on the magic moment, whatever that means. And suddenly it was like, okay, you're on, just do the kiss. Julian, you stand there, Helena, just walk." She added, "It's very hard to walk across a plowed field in high heels, and, oh God, it was hard work. I just knew I had to get to him without falling down. And then not laugh when he kissed me. And it's really hard to kiss someone when you're only 18 and you haven't done it that many times, too. So it was hard, that was hard." Now, concerns for Sands' welfare are growing after he was reported missing. His disappearance coincided with a disaster declaration which was issued by U.S. President Joe Biden after California was struck by horror storms. It has even led to much of the search for Sands to be temporarily halted, with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department saying conditions would have to become safer before rescue crews could continue their search. The force, according to the BBC, had responded to just over a dozen calls up on Mount San Antonio across the past 28 days. Hikers, it added, had also been warned to stay away from the area. In a statement, it added, "It is extremely dangerous and even experienced hikers are getting in trouble." They are also searching for another hiker, an American, who went missing in the same mountains.